In today's world, it seems like no matter what you do, you better cover all of the bases, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's if you're going to have a hard cover or a written form that somebody could hold in their hand, that has an impact, and there's a reason to do it that way. But then there's also the electronics, the Kindle, the Nook, the whatever. They've got all these different formats. Amazon's. They're all part of it.
The industry is changing so rapidly, and what we talk about now is going to be different 6 months from now, and so that's why we try to keep people updated. And even as they write their book and get ready to publish it, there may be changes that they might have to make adjustments in.
So in looking at the book production slide that we've got, what are some of the pieces of that?
Well, I mentioned cover design. There's the question of whether to have your photo on the book or not. There are the questions of the synopsis, your bio, and there's different length bios that you need depending on where you're putting it. And there's a question of what you're going to promote most heavily. What are you going to start with an ebook and then publish the book? And how are you going to publish it? We talked about. But more importantly than all of that really is what you do this whole time you're getting ready before the publication date. There are some other things that should be going on. And I'm going to go on to the next one here. At the release, when the book is released, there's some things to look at there. You get the printing scheduled, you maybe get ready to do some book signings. But the next thing that should have been happening all along is called platform development. And regardless of whether you're self-publishing or going to a traditional publisher, no matter what, people are going to be asking, well, what's your platform? And your platform means, who are you leading? Who are you influencing? How are you getting the word out? Unless you are nationally known as a speaker, even the biggest traditional publishers are going to ask you, what's your platform? And they really ask some almost embarrassing questions to people sometimes. How many followers do you have? How many connections do you have on LinkedIn? How many Facebook friends do you have? And they want to find out exactly, and they can find out themselves by going online. Another thing that we do, and most publishers do, is we do a vanity search. We immediately go to Google, type in the person's name, see if they show up anywhere. That tells us whether they have a platform or not. See if there's any bad things there about them. So the world has changed for publishing and for authors because of the internet. And so from the very start, they need to be building that platform.
Well, that sounds like it's
You can become a published author. Discover a system that will lead you from idea to having your book on the bookshelves. Bob Baer pulls back the curtain at the More Power to Publish workshop. Watch and learn how to follow the step-by-step plan to turn your idea into a published book. Learn more at morepowertopublish.com.